Hey there gamer guys and gals, I'm Richie and you're watching IG Critic. In our video last week we listed 6 fantastic fantasy video game horses that by complete accident were either undead or on fire. Although there was that one unicorn. Not wishing to appear to support animal cruelty, no matter how amazingly wicked flaming undead horses look, here are some other video game horses that are absolutely not dead or on fire. Not even a little bit. I hope. In Journey of the Cursed King, our party of adventurers travel across the globe in search of a way to break the curse beset upon the kingdom of Trodania, with a horse and cart to carry all their equipment. Yet this horse is more than she appears. She is in fact a cursed princess, spelled into an equestrian form by a trapped and enraged malevolent god, Rapthorn. When a mystical staff is liberated from its prison by a dark sorcerer, the whole city is cursed along with the king and his daughter. Now she is responsible for towing the wagon. It's a bit cheeky if you think about it. The princess who has been cursed has to do all the heavy lifting.
I've just turned 18. How about that? I had grass instead of birthday cake though.
She seems happy to pull her weight in any case. They try many things to break her curse, even having her drink from a mystical spring, but it's just a temporary measure. I noticed they never tried True Love's kiss. Go on, silent protagonist, pucker up and restore your true love to her rightful form. No? Well, I guess someone has to pull the cart. Even with a lifetime of hay and horseshoes ahead of her, she retains her positive outlook and gives her all to help her companions to save the world any way she can. Now that's what I call a princess. Our next entry is a little less dainty and a lot more racy. Robot Unicorn Attack 2, a perpetual running platformer. Race along as you gain speed, jumping through rings, leaping over bottomless pits and collecting fairies in a colourful planetary plane. Customize the horns, wings, body and trail of your Robo Unicorn in the style of a twinkling twilight trotter, a beautiful butterfly, or even a deaf horse on fire. Come on, we said no more flaming undead horses this week. Sorry. It's a very welcome fusion of punk, heavy metal and futuristic fantasy. Even the music is retro-synthesized and whimsical. There are a few levels and customization options. Your Robo Unicorn can be as festive or as festering as you like. There is the more recent Robo Unicorn Attack Forever with 3D graphics, but we prefer the animation of the second. It's more detailed and the saturation is just more appealing, but maybe that's me being picky. If you enjoy the simulation of a horse running free, these games are available on both Android, iOS, or at crazygames.com or on adultswim.com. Just follow the links in the description below. Video game horses are always handy, yet our next magical mount really helps out in a pinch. Ixion from Final Fantasy X. To say that Ixion from Final Fantasy X is shocking to behold is a bit of an understatement. His electric attacks are truly zaptastic. If you think this horned stallion has too much charge, you should see his temple in Jose. Yuna summons him by tethering her staff to his horn, enabling her to yank him from the faith to the field. He's got one big horn and he's not afraid to use it as he leaps forth and slashes foes for melee damage. The horn can also frisbee a magic disc of positively charged air called an aerospark. Ixion's most powerful attack is an overdrive called Thor's Hammer, using his hooves to ground himself. He channels a streaming torrent of power into his opponent, lifting them into the air before pelting them with an explosive cluster of ionic energy through the electric tether that binds them. While on the field, all Aeons take damage instead of the party, and he can cleverly heal by calling down the thunder to strike himself, or use it to inflict magic damage. How's that for a jolt? Robo horses, lightning steeds, come on, give me something that doesn't require an MOT or a USB charger. Oh, here we go. Agro from Shadow of the Colossus. In terms of sticking with you through thick and thin, there is no steed more steadfast. Agro is such a fundamental mechanic in Shadow of the Colossus, he is considered a main character. And if he's not, he should be. Whereas most beasts would bolt it from the colossal colossi, Agro bravely carries protagonist Wonder into the face of overwhelming peril. These two make such a good team that Wonder can allow Agro free rein, so to speak, riding without direction while he aims his bow to take advantage of a weak point secreted somewhere on his ginormous prey. In the new PS4 version, he can even perform stunts and tricks. Agro doesn't possess a stamina or health bar, as its main function is transportation and companionship. He does a lot of cantering, so it's normal if he slows down a bit. Just keep kicking him to kick his speed up. That's not very nice. How would you like to be kicked all day only to come face to face with a gigantic monstrosity? Who else would be so inconsiderate of a horse's safety? Oh, we forgot about Snake and D-Horse. D-Horse from Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. D-Horse is one of the buddies that can assist Snake on his missions of stealth and espionage. He is available to use from the very beginning of the game and is a huge help traversing the new open world style gameplay. The desert maps are massive. He can travel at the same speeds as a 4-wheel drive, not too shabby. D-Horse can go from standing still into an immediate full gallop, which is very useful for a quick getaway. He doesn't get stomped by rough terrain either and can venture without the same difficulties of vehicles. Like using weaponry? For whatever reason, Snake just isn't comfortable firing a pistol while driving. He's a very conscientious driver that way. While atop D-Horse, however, he is more than happy to pump lead into anyone in sight, using his pistol, sniper rifle, or even a friendly rocket launcher regardless of how D-Horse might feel. Have we mentioned he can poop on command? Now that is a skill to be proud of. He's a soldier to the cause, and thus even has his own set of bulletproof battle armor. Whoa Nelly. Our next bearer of the reins is much more considerate to his equestrian friends. He still rides his horse into danger, there's just swords and magic instead of guns, which is much more acceptable. Since Epona first debuted in Ocarina of Time, she has carried Link through the generations, though he has to learn how to ride her every single time. She's a great perch point for shooting arrows and has the ability to leap over small fences. A brown-coated silver bay, one of her best features is that she's virtually indestructible. It's only in Breath of the Wild where she can really take damage, though to even acquire her in Breath of the Wild, you'll need to go and purchase the Link Smash Brothers amiibo and use it in the Hyrule field. Though there are some much cooler looking steeds, such as the epically named Lord of the Mountain, Epona is superior in that she can be registered at a stable. You can't change her name. But why would you? She comes with full stats of strength, speed, stamina, and is immediately fast chums with Link with a maxed bond. It's a friendship that transcends the tests of time and multiple contradictory continuities. Now say that 5 times fast. Even if you're not a horse fan, you've got to admit these steeds are the bee's knees. Technically that's only a half rhyme, but alliteration is hard. If you enjoy this video or just like horses and video games, then please remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. When it comes to video games, what are your favourite rides? Do you prefer mounts or vehicles? Share your opinion in the comments section below, because as the saying goes, everyone's a critic. I'm Richie, see you next time. Thank you for watching IG Critic. If you enjoyed viewing it as much as we did making it, then please remember to give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. For more on video games, feel free to check out our other content here on YouTube and over on igcritic.com.